In this video, we're going to introduce the weather. Now, the weather is such a great topic. It's one of the few things that most people can talk about, at least for a couple of minutes, and a great way to connect with people. And if you live in the UK like we do, it's a major topic, as we can see 4 seasons in one day.
Yes, that's right. So, we're going to have a look at the weather. And so, ¿qué tiempo hace? What's the weather like? The weather in Spanish is explained with hace mostly, which is the word for does, as in the weather does. What's it doing? For example, you could say also in English. So in Spanish, hace sol, for it's sunny. Hace sol. Hace calor, for it's hot. Hace calor. Hace frío, for it's cold. Hace frío. Or hace viento, it's windy. Hace viento. Otra vez. Hace sol. Hace calor. Hace frío. Hace viento. Hace buen tiempo. The weather is nice. Hace buen tiempo. O hace mal tiempo. Literally, it is bad weather. Hace mal tiempo.
So Christina has just explained how, in a majority of cases, we use hace to explain the weather. But there are some cases where we use está, meaning it is, a little bit closer to the English. So the examples would be está nublado. Está nublado. It is cloudy. Está lloviendo. Está lloviendo. It is raining. Está nevando. Está nevando. It is snowing.
And finally, there is another way to describe the weather with the word hay, which literally means there is or there are. So you would say, hay tormenta, there is a storm. Hay tormenta. Or, hay niebla, it's foggy. Literally, there is fog. Hay niebla.
Okay, so let's have a look at how we call the seasons in Spanish. We have invierno, which is the winter. Primavera, spring. Verano is the summer. And otoño is the autumn. Again, invierno, primavera, verano, otoño. Cristina, ¿qué tiempo hace en España en invierno?
Pues en invierno en Madrid hace frío, pero en Málaga, por ejemplo, muchos días hace buen tiempo. Y Pete, ¿qué tiempo hace hoy?
Hoy está nublado, no hace frío, no hace calor. Es un día típico de aquí, en Inglaterra, en el verano. So talking about the weather is a nice way for us to move toward the general idea of small talk.
Yes, the weather is a classic, and in Spain people like commenting on it too. Although in general there is not quite so much variety as we have here in the UK in the same day, but it works well in Spain too. Let's have a look at a few ideas on making small talk. For example, asking someone ¿qué tal? Can go a long way, for example, in a shop, at a restaurant, at a hotel.
Responding to what you're hearing, saying things like ah vale, which means okay, or ah sí, oh yes, muy bien, very well. ¿En serio? Are you serious? ¿De verdad? Really? So these are all good ways to respond to somebody as they're telling you something, with a few nods of the head.
Also, making eye contact, because it shows interest, and in Spain, it is particularly important to keep that eye contact with people.
Another thing in Spain is to get comfortable with proximity. The concept of personal space is slightly different there, so you'll notice people standing much closer to you as they're talking, and they may be occasionally touching you on the arm, or just being generally a bit closer than you would find in the UK, for example.
And remember, most people will be willing to have a small chat, but if someone doesn't, then move on to the next person. It really is no big deal.
In the next sections, you'll have sufficient language and structures to expand your small talk. We'll be bringing in topics such as food, travelling, and your free time activities.
And keep the topics light, avoiding politics or bullfighting, religion, and others of the like which are likely to cause strong reactions.
Your aim at this point should be connection, practicing, and developing an awareness and understanding of Spanish, Spain, and its culture.
Think back to the mindset training. Again, this is all about getting out of your comfort zone. We're giving you these tools to help you make those first connections with Spanish speakers. So now go and have some fun with them.